Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening to you all. Thank you for tuning in to Late Night with Mona Lisa Monroe. So, I'm going to first of all take you to my website, www.monalisamonroe.com. We definitely want to get you going there because we've got t-shirts, we've got mugs, we've got all that good stuff. So we want you to go online and make some orders. Yes, we want you to do that. Oh, and we got a lot to talk about today. Hopefully, you tuned in this morning because we were talking about the 4th of July. We wanted to know if you're going to celebrate the 4th of July. Why do you ask this question? Why does it even matter? Well, I said some things and I got called out, so it's okay. That's what we do. We explore other ideas. That's what we do. So, the conversation on the table was, are you going to celebrate the 4th of July? And I said, nada. And you're saying, why? Well, it's because of the very reason the Olympian, not too long ago, when the Star Spangled Banner was being played, she turned her back. And all of a sudden, it's the worst thing that someone can ever do. We have a right to protest. We have a right to protest silently. And that's exactly what she did. She basically turned her back in protest because she feels like the America that everyone is celebrating is not the America for everybody. So she's protesting. And I agree with her. Hey, Janice, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. So, Janice, question on the table is, are you going to celebrate the 4th of July? So, I was saying this morning that if you do decide to celebrate the 4th of July, that's your business. But don't protest, because the celebration of the 4th of July is saying that you're okay. You know why? Because as the fireworks are going and everybody's having a good old time, guess what? They're playing the Star Spangled Banner. Yeah, they're playing the song that you're kneeling to or sitting down on. So if you're protesting, you shouldn't celebrate the 4th of July. That's my thoughts. And I would love to hear from you. But this is the way I think. If I'm going to protest the Star Spangled Banner, the 4th of July celebrates the Star Spangled Banner. And so you're thinking, yeah, it's all in cahoots. It's all in there together. And to me, 2021 just gives you a different feel on these holidays now. Whether it's finding your family and trying to get to know them, not to know them, but just you miss them, right? In holidays, you want to get together, you want to celebrate, you want to do all that. And look, I used to celebrate the 4th of July. Don't get me wrong. That was me until I became woke. Because to me, it doesn't make sense anymore. That's just me. How come everybody decides on what's patriotic and what's not when the freedom of it all is that you can protest and the way you want to, as long as it's peaceful? And that's what she did. That's not cool. And as I was saying this morning, and I'm still standing on that, two Americas. Yeah, two. And the celebration of the 4th of July is saying that you're okay with the Star Spangled Banner. Now, if you disagree with me, please let me know. Oh, yes. By the way, Mona Lisa Late Night is bottoms up. Go get your glass because we got a lot to talk about. Go ahead. Go ahead, get your glass. Because, honey, there will be no celebrating this way. Yes, I'll be off work and it's going to be some people barbecuing and all that good stuff. Not this girl. Because I believe in protesting for the rights and freedom of all. Not just one. All. And the independence of it all. That's what I'm talking about. I got a brand new, I just feel brand new about this thing. It's different. The whole holiday, it's just different. So how are you feeling about July 4th? Are you continuing to barbecue and celebrate and all that, knowing what this Star Spangled Banner really means and what the lyrics really are? You're going to have to Google that thing. And let me say this, because I did not know this. There is a second verse to the Star Spangled Banner. Oh, yes. And it's worse than the first one. But yet, you want to celebrate. Yeah, you want to do the thing. Hey, more power to you. Feeling you on this. Thank you, Janice. This year, it just did something to me differently. You know, this whole year has been different. And like I was saying this morning, my eyes are open to a lot of things. A lot. Janice, now you were preaching. I mean, come on now. You know what the 4th of July is. It's celebrating independence. It's celebrating freedom. Now, all at the same time, you have people kneeling. You have people turning their backs to the flag. Don't celebrate. Because, like I was saying this morning, your narrative is changing if you do that. You are doing one thing and saying something else when you do that. Think about it now. Let's be real about this thing. I'm not being mean. I'm just being honest. Period. Really. You got to think about this, people. You got to consider this. So, if you don't agree, please tell me. I'm a big girl. But you got to have an argument. You have to have debating points because I'm ready. Janice, the scripture says, I once was lost, but now I see. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. But I get your point, though, Janice. I hear you, girl. I hear you. So, with that being said, are you going to celebrate? Because my feelings have definitely changed. Now, like I said before, I used to be the celebrator of the 4th of July. I mean, follow me. You can see on Facebook, you can see on Instagram. I used to be that girl, but not anymore. Now that I know that, no, now that I know what I know, come on now, get out of here. I'm not falling for the okey doke. No, I am not. No, negative. And for those who are deciding to celebrate, that's your business. You can do whatever you want to do. So, for those of you that are celebrating the 4th of July, are you going to be 6 feet? Are you still going to wear the mask? If you are going to celebrate. Because my feelings, my people, about the 4th of July has changed. I could care less about the holiday. I don't care. There's not a lot of people that are independent, and there's not a lot of people that's free. So you can have that. My feelings has changed. Yes, my feelings have changed. Correct. Nope. And last but not least, if you do decide to do the fireworks and the firecrackers and all of that, please, gunshots in the air instead of firecrackers, please don't do that. Please don't do that. It's enough people that are getting shot for no reason at all. Yes, bullets have no name. Whatever goes up must come down. Please don't do that. So yes, this morning we was on fire. We were talking about 4th of July, and then next thing you know, we started talking about Bill Cosby. Oh, hunty. Bill Cosby? A lot of people are happy. A lot of people are happy that Bill Cosby has been released. But I'm telling you right now, Felicia Rashad is regretting that she said anything right now. Matter of fact, they showed that she had to recant her statement because people were coming after her because she was in support of Bill Cosby. Now, like I said, it's some people that are happy and it's some people that are very upset. And this morning we had both ends. Bill Cosby is a free man. Whether he done whether he done what he done, I don't know. I wasn't there. But I do know he's free. And he cannot be tried on that thing anymore. That's it. The man is 80 some odd years old and he's blind. And there's people that feel like the man should have died in jail. See, and that was another conversation. When do you forgive? That's another heavy one, right? Oh boy. So yeah, we talked about Bill Cosby being released. A lot of people upset about it. What do you think? What is your feelings about Bill Cosby? Is he still America's dad in your book? Yikes. We talked about that a little bit. And we also talked about Derek Chauvin, his 22.5-year sentence for murdering a man on video. Yeah, we talked a little bit about that. And that got me a little heated because I've seen on social media people that are our color black people that have went to jail for 15, 20, 30 years, and they were innocent. And this man, guilty, and still can get out after 10 if he's a good boy. How is that right? How is that fair? Yeah, it took me a week, maybe even 2, because I was very upset. But, here we go. When do what's the forgiveness part? Man, oh my gosh. And it's families that have forgiven murderers that have murdered their family members. What's justice? Is it 2 years for Bill Cosby? Is it life for Derek Chauvin? What's justice? It's it's twisted, okay? It's not, it's like I said this morning, 2 Americas. So we talked about a little Bill Cosby situation by him being released. Derek Chauvin getting off after 22 and a half. No, not getting off. Did that come out that way? He was sentenced to 22 and a half. We talked a little bit about that. And we talked about the Olympian, I think her name is Miss Berry, that turned her back during the Star Spangled Banner. And a lot of people are coming for her. And I am for her. Because, as I stated earlier today, there was an insurrection on January 6th. And there were people that raided the Capitol. I'm sure you know the story, right? Raided the Capitol with weapons, threatening people's lives, beating people with the flag, disrespected the flag, but yet Miss Berry, I think her last name is unpatriotic. And she didn't do anything but politely, silently protest. But these people on January 6th tore the place up. And nobody said that was unpatriotic. Matter of fact, people in Congress said that they were tourists, that they were passionate. Man, get out of here. Okay? You can have that conversation. That's why I was so livid this morning. Insurrection. You trash the Capitol. You beat people upside the head. You kill people. It was some people that died. But yet, this African American woman that decides to protest the flag silently is unpatriotic. Man, that's the kind of stuff, man. That's the kind of stuff. And Miss Davis, thank you for tuning in. Thank you very much. Patriots, honey. What? How is that right? But like I said, 2 Americas. You have people going to jail. Now, I'm not talking about Bill Cosby right now. I'm talking about people going to jail for years, 10 plus, and they're innocent. And then you have a Derek Chauvin that kills someone on video, and he's up for parole after 10 years. And he could be, I was told this morning, released on good behavior. Not right. Then you have this young woman silently protesting, and you have a group of hundreds, maybe even thousands of people raiding the Capitol, tearing it up, doing all what they did to the Capitol, and she's unpatriotic. Make that make sense to me. Make that make sense. You can't, because it doesn't. Oh, and another, and a listener typed in Colin Kaepernick. Oh my gosh. My whole conversation shifted, because that was just like, he changed the game early in the game. He was before his time. But look what happened. He was banned, blackballed, whatever you want to call it. But yet, Tebow is playing in the NFL. Tebow. Didn't he kneel? He kneeled to pray. Everybody in the United States are not Christian, but yet he's playing. Kaepernick is not. Make that make sense. Now, mind you, Kaepernick, Barry, none of them stormed the Capitol. But yet, they're unpatriotic. Man, and you're talking about celebrating the 4th of July? No, thank you. I had a listener say this morning, they celebrate Juneteenth. That's their 4th of July. And I have to agree with my listener this morning. That's it. Juneteenth is the new 4th of July. So, yep, that's going to be me, Juneteenth. Firecrackers and all. And they don't even sell firecrackers. But now, since it's a holiday, those of you who are business owners, guess what? Get you some firecrackers and sell them. And Juneteenth, you'll be in business. That was a free consultation right there. New business proposition. Those of you who want to open up a business, Juneteenth of next year, accumulate some fireworks, because I don't think they open fireworks places at all until the 4th of July and New Year's Eve. Get you some firecrackers, sell them. You, my friend, will have some money. That was free. I'm telling you. I'm trying to help you. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. 4th of July for me, honey, nah, just another day. Just another day I don't go to work. Just another day I do not go to work. But I would love to hear from you, though, to let me know, are you going to celebrate the 4th of July? Is it the same? Do you feel the same about that day? I just don't. I just don't. But if you are new tuning in to Mona Lisa Late Night, I want to thank you for tuning in. Tonight is one of those shows that, we only own for 30 minutes. We just shoot the breeze. We talk about where we left off in the morning. And I just basically talk back to you that talk to me on the topics that we talked about this morning, or we can branch off on something new. Because the Bill Cosby conversation was lit. What do I think about Bill Cosby? Oh my gosh. Well, I didn't know that no, because what I heard today was he always stated he was innocent. Until proven guilty is what the due process is. So you are innocent until you are proven guilty. So hello. Hello, Tanya. How you doing? What do you think about Bill Cosby? Oh my goodness, oh my gosh. That's like, oh my gosh. That's like danger zone. But I'm curious to know, what do you think about Bill Cosby? What did you think about him being released today? But as I was saying, I personally don't know. I mean, I really don't know. They said it was 70 women that said they were drugged and raped. I don't know. And it's been said that it is very hard for women to prove, unfortunately, rape. Not only is it hard to prove rape, it's hard for people to believe the fact. And because another thing is, a lot of women, unfortunately, make it hard for the women who were raped because they lie. Am I saying that the ladies are lying? I'm not. I'm just saying some women lie and say that they've been raped, especially if it's a black man. So I don't know what's true or false. All I know is it was a long time ago. And I don't, I've been told that it's hard for women to come up, and come out and say that they've been raped because of this very reason. Rapists get off, and on top of that, if you're rich, it just makes it worse. This was 30 years ago. 25 and 30 years ago. Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't know. It's just hard to wrap my brain around someone sitting on that information for that long without saying something. And then I did say something today that I was just like, I don't like speaking ill of the dead. But Hugh Hefner and that doggone Playboy Mansion, who knows what happened in that Playboy Mansion? Come on now. You mean to tell me nothing happened in the Playboy Mansion for that many years? And that man never went to jail. He barely had on clothes. He would wear a robe 24/7. And you mean to tell me nothing happened in the Playboy Mansion? Hollywood is a beast. I mean, men, women, they have made decisions. Unfortunately, that wasn't the best decision. Adrian, good evening. Exactly. I'm just saying, it's like, all of a sudden, it's like, come on. You can't do what they do. Come on. If you think that you can get away with what they got away with, it's not going to happen. Harvey Weinstein is his name. They have the same charges on this dude. Where is he at? Is he in jail? Bill Cosby and R. Kelly are the black Hugh Hefners, but they got charges. Girl, I ain't even think about R. Kelly. Oh, brother. That's a whole different situation, girl. Oh, brother. Oh, my gosh. R. Kelly. That's a whole different beast. Why you open the Pandora box? Okay, so we got Bill Cosby going up for charges. We got R. Kelly. That's both of them went to jail or whatever. Harvey Weinstein, is he in jail or is he at the house because he made bond? It's just different. Hugh Hefner never spent a night in jail, and you can't tell me that place down there wasn't off the chain. You can't tell me that. There's no way. All of those women half naked all the time. Come on now. But what do I know? I know one thing. What is it? I know one thing for sure, two things for certain. I know it's two Americas. I know that much. And it is not right for us to go to jail, innocent or guilty. Okay, let me clear that up. Us go to jail if we're guilty for longer sentences than anyone else, and for us to go to jail if we didn't do anything. I mean, this story that I read, this man was in jail for almost 30 years, and he didn't do it. And they let him go after 30 years. You can throw millions at that dude, but he lost 30 years of his life in jail. Come on. How is that cool? Hello. Thank you, Adrian. How is that right? You gotta be kidding me. Two Americas. Two. And like they said, you're going to have some money. Yeah. You're going to have some money. People with money make bond. People with money get out of jail. Everyday folk, no ma'am and no sir. You do the crime, even if you don't do the crime, you're going to do some time. Good grief. How fair is that? Come on now. There's nothing about that fair. But anyway, so you guys that tuned in, are you going to celebrate the 4th of July? I mean, we're in the same vein of these two Americas. So is the 4th of July the same for you now? Knowing what you know? Not this girl. No, ma'am. And no, sir. I'm woke. The alarm has went off. But you can have your eyes wide shut if you want to. But no, you can have that day. But as I was saying in the beginning of the show, Late Night with Mona Lisa is a nightcap with a little something to drink. Y'all know I like coffee and red wine. So just a little tad bit of something to drink with some conversation. For 30 minutes. That's it. I would like to know what you think, though. Thank you for all of you that tuned in today. Thank you for all of you that commented today. Go to my website. There it is right there. www.monalisamonroe.com. Get you some merchandise. Get it for your birthday. Get it for somebody else's birthday. Late Night with Mona Lisa Monroe. Talking about the 4th of July. My goodness. Crazy. Nope, not me. Thanks for tuning in tonight. All of you that chimed in, I appreciate that. I really, really do. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.